Hello, welcome, Sammy here. Happy new moon, and I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. It's a really beautiful, exciting time of the month, and there's lots of exciting stuff to share and talk about that's happening in the sky right now. Welcome! I'm so happy you're here. So we'll start with... Ooh, this bowl is just dancing. It wants to do a moon dance. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance. Back to what I was saying. We will listen to the vibrations and settle into our bodies for a moment because there can be a lot of energy moving during this new moon. So we'll just calm down for a moment, get settled, and then I will share some of what's happening in the sky and what will be happening in the upcoming days. And then from there, hello. We've got our friends, the cards, and they would love to share some of their magic with you tonight as well. So let us begin. A couple deep breaths. Beautiful, delicious. Extra good because of the new moon, the super moon, which is very, very close to us right now. If you reach out, really extend, you might almost be able to touch the moon, but you won't be able to see it. So the new moon happened around 3:30 p.m. this afternoon Eastern time, but we still get to enjoy the new moon energy into tonight. And even if you're seeing this tomorrow, it is still that very new moon, and it's a perfect time to do things like treat yourself to some beautiful physical care. You could do some self-massage, you could eat something delicious, just gaze at the sky, light candles, smell something, get your hands onto the earth, all of that. And also for setting intentions and goals, and it can be really helpful to do that with certain timelines related to the moon. So like what you'd like to see happen before the full moon in 2 weeks, and coming up with phrases or mantras and then a plan to get you there, or what you'd like to see by the full moon in Libra, which is in 6 months, or in the next new moon in Libra in 1 year, in 2021, in October of 2021. What would you be thrilled to see and feel and think at that point? And right now is a great time to just, you could get deep into it and think a lot about it and map it out, or you could just sort of daydream about it today. And even that's going to have powerful ramifications, especially because the fact that Neptune in Pisces is trine Mercury. And with that, and we've had that's been there. I've been talking about that for a while now, over a week, maybe more. It's been a while that we've had that trine happening, and that's all about our intuition, our dreaminess, our receptivity, and our ability to just naturally perceive information and truths and ideas and visions just coming to us. That's Neptune in Pisces. And then having that be in a harmonious trine with Mercury, which is all about like the mind and quickness and communication, means that we're able to like receive all of that dreamy mystical vision from our soul and spirit and depths in the universe, and be able to like put that into action and put that vague spacey wateriness into this like fiery, airy, quick, organized actionable, speakable form that we can then create. So that energy is there for you, and especially great during a new moon. And I'm going to say more about the Mercury and moon thing in just a second, but I also wanted to say that trine is about to be dissolving. It's been there for a while. It's been like this stable trine that we have, but it's about to move because Mercury is on the move and Neptune is on the move, and they've had a really nice long visit of this trine, and so that's about to shift out, but we have it for another couple of days. And what's really, really interesting is that the moon is moving out of Libra tomorrow or the next day. I forget exactly what time it's going to be, but the moon is moving into Scorpio, and that's where Mercury is. And the moon and Scorpio, so the moon's moving and moving, and Mercury and Scorpio is here moving really slowly. And the moon and Mercury are going to be aligned in Scorpio with a trine to Neptune and Pisces right before that trine dissolves. So we've had all of this time to receive that information and be in that intuitive place, and then be able to turn that into communication and put it into words, put our dreams and visions into words and share them. And just before that trine dissolves, the moon's gonna get into it, and the moon's like, wait, before you go, I'm gonna just bring all of this power, this emotional power, and this nurturing, loving, solid energy and care to that trine. So it's like just when you think it's almost gone, then like squeezing like way tighter, and then getting out like all of these extra drops of juice and sweetness from that trine before it dissolves. So in the next 2 days, if you have the chance to daydream and to meditate on, just meditate, just be open, and just put aside a little time to do nothing and see what comes to you, because there's just a lot of energy available for that, and we're about to shift out of that. So it's kind of like the last few drops, and it's the perfect time to touch in with that before Mercury and Neptune don't have that trine for a little while. Mercury and Neptune. And then it's also interesting because at the same time we've had this trine happening between Venus and Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus and Venus is in Virgo. And we've had, just like the Mercury-Neptune trine, the Venus and Uranus trine, they've been like these two parallel lines that have been these two solid trines, creating a lot of harmony and sort of balancing out everything that's been happening with the Capricorn, the Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn that have been making their two squares, the square with Mars, and then making like a lot of the tension sort of squares. And hang on one quick second, with Mercury. But anyhow, so those two parallel trines that have been happening, they are both shifting out. So the Venus and Uranus trine, which is shifting out by tomorrow, I think, sometime on Saturday, the 17th, that trine has been all about the harmony between the individual and then the part of the self that is a lover or a part of something romantic or merging. And so the extra oomph around being able to bring together the individual self with the romantic self, that's also shifting out. So tomorrow, if you're seeing this today or tomorrow, it's a great time to maybe reflect on gratitude of the ways that those two trines have helped us over the last few weeks and been a source of balance and a source of really positive change and growth and connection. And there's so many other trines and so many other beautiful alignments coming up. that we're going to continue to learn from in different ways. And so maybe we've gotten what we need from that for now, and maybe we've really internalized and digested that information and those tools, and now they're in our bodies. And it's like this new moon and this close moon, this super close moon, it's kind of like putting the gloss, like this beautiful glossy seal around our bodies, keeping in all of that beautiful growth that's happened with all of those trines in the last moon cycle. So we can have a lot of gratitude for that, and excitement about the next lessons to come. And one thing is, so those two trines will be dissolving, but we will be getting this trine coming up between Venus and all of the planets in Capricorn, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto. They will be making a trine with Venus coming up in a few days, by the end of the week. And so we'll be able to tap into the way love and romance interacts with our fate, with our transformation, and with just the bigger picture of things beyond our imaginations and wildest dreams, and the ways we're growing and expanding. And those planets being in Capricorn and that grounded energy, and then the Venus in Virgo, it's an opportunity to really use our senses and our bodies and our brains to grow romantically, at the same time as to transform and to come into a greater belief in our own power and ability to use our challenges and transformations and the things that have been the most painful to expand and to create powerfully, and to create in ways that are strong and lasting. So that is coming up. Very exciting stuff, lots of changes. And also, the last thing I wanted to say before we turn to the cards is that as part of the new moon week and some new intentions on Sunday the 18th, I won't be coming on here to do a live, because I'm going to be spending an entire day without logging on to any social media, just to be present with my physical reality immediately, my senses, my body, and my love, the love of my life. She and I are going to just vibe, just chill. So I'm really looking forward to that. And so in tomorrow's live and tomorrow's reading, I'll be sharing a little bit extra. So instead of about today and tomorrow, even though today I did share a bit about the upcoming days, but I'll get a little bit deeper on Saturday about what is coming up for Sunday and Monday, and then I'll be back on here on Monday. So just so you have that information. Now let us turn to the cards. So I'm gonna shuffle and just relax, just sit back and relax and let that Neptune, Pisces, Mercury magic rain down on you with its intuitive brilliance while I shuffle. Here, you can watch me shuffle. Watch me shuffle. It's very exciting. Cutting the deck, taping it, gluing it, cutting and gluing the deck. And let's pick our 3 cards. All right. First card. The Wheel of Fortune. Spin it. So, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of looks like a new moon. Is like a full round circle here with all of the elements present, and up here you have a figure who kind of looks like Libra. It's an air sign with this book, so sort of like a symbol of justice. And it's about halfway through the tarot journey. It's card 10, so it's sort of like the midway point, and everything is possible. So I think it's kind of like being in that new moon place where everything is possible, and it's just a matter of what do you, if you could choose, if you could spin the Wheel of Fortune and the thing that it would land on for you that would make you most excited, what would that be? If you were on a game show and you won and they were about to pull the curtain back, and they pull the curtain back and you see the thing, you see your prize, whatever that prize is that would make you happiest in the world, now is a great time to just think about what that is. And that will make it more of a possibility. So, the Wheel of Fortune. Card number 2. Did we have this yesterday? Is it just me? I'm pretty sure we had this yesterday. I've seen this card a lot lately. Okay, card. You got a lot to say to us. The 3 of Pentacles. I'm gonna really meditate on this card a little bit more, because I've said the same thing about it a couple of times, and seeing it again tells me that maybe there is a deeper meaning in terms of what's happening right now that we could look at. But it's again, another thing is that we do still have those 3 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, in Capricorn, and they won't be there forever. By next month or so, they're gonna start leaving, and that those 3 amigos over there are gonna start to have their own different journeys, and it's going to create lots of new shapes on the playing field of the sky. So maybe like, what can we really learn? And also, this is the beginning of abundance, learning and teaching and working together and chipping away. Because this person is carving something into stone, and carving something into stone takes muscle and focus, and it's a slow process, but the results are very permanent. And so I think it's also a good reminder that if you're doing work that is painstaking in certain ways, or seems slow, or you feel very much like a beginner in a certain way, that maybe that is perfect, and to remember that as all of that is creating a really solid, steady structure that will continue to protect and delight you and others for a very, very long time. So keep chipping away, keep learning, keep listening, and keep creating beauty. What is our 3rd card? Let's see. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups here. So you see a figure here who is in mourning of 3 cups that have spilt, and they're standing by a flowing river. The sky is a little bit dull, but the river is flowing and the grass is green. And behind them, are two cups that have not spilled. So one thing that I can think of is, since it's the new moon, maybe, it's a time where we've been talking a lot about setting intentions and looking forward to the future, which is amazing, but it could also be a time of taking a moment to reflect on anything that's happened in the last moon cycle. Let's say the last new moon in Virgo. Was there anything that happened between the middle of September and the middle of October that was emotionally difficult for you? And if so, the new moon today and tomorrow could be a really good time to just think on if there's anything that you didn't really allow yourself to feel, and to maybe feel it now, because there's these two cups on the other side, and it's time to start rebuilding and to start enjoying what is good and what is beautiful and available and aligned, because the water is flowing, and those cups can be picked up and cleaned off and refilled. So if you are feeling pain about certain hurts that have happened recently, that's okay, but we don't need to dwell on them forever, and you can turn around. And even physically turning around, the practice of moving and spinning and dancing is a really powerful and beautiful way to do that. Very sorry. So on this new moon, and tomorrow and the next day, dancing and stretching is a beautiful way to feel the energizing and cleansing effects of the new moon, and to open up to greater joy in this next cycle. So let's listen to the sound of the bowl. Taking a nice deep breath. Let's do another one together, and you can sigh out, making the sound of ah as we exhale. Inhaling, exhale, ah. Inhaling excitement, and then we'll exhale pleasure. So inhale excitement, exhale pleasure. Ah. Again, inhale excitement, exhale pleasure. Ah. One more. Inhale excitement, exhale. Thank you for being here tonight and for creating this experience with me together. Bless you. I hope all of your dreams crystallize and flourish, and that all of your emotions flow easily in and out of you, and that you can enjoy being in your body at this special time. And I will see you again tomorrow night. So thank you again for being here. Good night.